decisions, some of which were made in a split second, have altered the lives of countless people, including his own. However, we do not want another life lost to this tragedy. We are asking that you please request continued counseling for Brett so that he too can continue to heal, and that you sentence him within the established guidelines.
There's no time frame that could replace my son. There's no amount of money, there's nothing that could replace my son and bring him back. I don't believe Brett should have 15 years in prison, but I definitely think a lesson should be. There's consequences with everything.
It was no accident. And although I understand there are guidelines that you will follow, I would request you consider the nature of the crash and all the components of Brett Johnson's carelessness and recklessness, and that he serve the minimum of the maximum, 57 months.
God bless and God save everyone involved in that terrible tragedy. And I bring it up now, and we're in the season of graduations and weddings and summer vacations and kids going to college and that sort of thing. And I don't know about you, but I'm going to have a frank conversation with my 14-year-old who's getting ready to start driver's training. I'm going to play that audio for him. More severe weather possible across West Michigan today and other parts of the state, too. A line of strong storms battered the region last night. Winds of more than 60 miles per hour have downed some trees and power lines. Large hail blamed for damage, too. The National Weather Service says storms today could have frequent lightning and heavy rain. We'll get you the full weather story coming up from Robert Shields statewide in just a couple of minutes. There's a manure-like smell lingering over Grand Rapids. People want to know why. I guess I'd want to know why, too. City officials yesterday took dozens of calls as the stench wafted in and stuck around. There's no evidence of sewer backups or similar potential causes, and residents took to Twitter last night to describe the smell that settled over the city and its source. If you happen to have been assaulted by this odor in Grand Rapids, give us a call at 888-900-9966, 888-900-9966. Tell us where you were and what time you smelled the smell of manure all over the city of Grand Rapids. That's rather unpleasant, isn't it? The governor apparently had a getting-to-know-you session Tuesday morning. He spent an hour with 8 Senate Democrats, led by the Senate Minority Leader Gretchen Whitmer. She reported one item was trying to build some trust. Others in the room included Senators Virgil Smith, Coleman Young, Vincent Gregory, Steve Beda, Morris Hood, John Gleason, Bert Johnson, Rebecca Warren, and the governor had the Chief of Staff, Dennis Muchmore, and lobbyist Dick Posthumus in the room, too. And so Senator Whitmer said, for all the rhetoric about working together, we haven't seen that yet. We've had some agreements that haven't followed through, and we really haven't seen bipartisanship. So trust and working together is yet a challenge we haven't been able to meet. The governor, for his part, said we're continuing to build good relationships. So we've heard Senator Whitmer on this program a number of times say that she doesn't get very much access to the governor. She would like to have more access, and yesterday they had this hour-long meeting. Mitt Romney is continuing his presidential swing through Michigan today. Yesterday was at the Senate Coney Island, and the son of the former Michigan Governor George Romney is making his second attempt to win the GOP presidential nomination. He did win Michigan last time round, but this time he'd like to win more than Michigan. He'd like to win the nomination and win the election, and he seems to be polling very well. So we're going to talk more about Mitt Romney's visit to Michigan in just a couple of minutes. How would you like Michigan to be the first state in the nation to ban pit bulls? Representative Timothy Bledsoe, a Democrat from Grosse Pointe, is proposing House Bill 4714 that would phase in a ban on the dog breed. A lot of people associate them with unpredictable violence, and so in 1 year it would be illegal to sell or breed a pit bull, and in 4 years nobody can own an unsterilized pit bull, and in 10 years nobody can own a pit bull at all. It would be phased in, and the pit bull would be eliminated from Michigan society. Stocks closed lower on Wall Street yesterday. Investors reacting to Ben Bernanke, the Fed chief's dismal outlook for the economy. He gave no indication the Fed's considering another round of stimulus efforts to promote economic growth. So the Dow fell 22, the S&P was down 5, and the NASDAQ lost 26. Citibank customers are going to have to keep careful track of their bank accounts. Apparently, the bank is admitting a breach of its computer system that may have allowed personal data to hundreds of thousands of customers. We're going to talk with someone from LifeLock coming up shortly, too, about how you can stop this from happening to you. Back in a flash with an inside look at Mitt Romney. It's Michael Patrick Shields all across Michigan.